act and draw the line, and all those little things is what make you, stand out in your workplace. And having the passion for your work, you will be reminded to go home because the office is closed and everybody's going home. But when you're just going to work for the sake of being paid at the end of the week or at the end of fortnight, then you become the 8 to 4, 8 to 5 person, or even by 4 o'clock, you're already holding your bag and you're just taking along like 1 hour, you're just waiting, stalling, waiting for the 5 o'clock strike for you to walk out that door officially to tell you, okay, you're knocking off. But when you have that passion, it's like that accountability that comes within you, that you need to finish certain work, or the timeline given for your work to be completed. You're going to feel accountable. But you're passionate. Like the results, and by honestly, just by being patient and having the passion to do your work, that goes a long way. So we can you do certain things that you need to do, or step up a bit, or go into extra studies on the race, like you just want to continue to go up the ladder. Fine, there is that way. But we loyalty, that becomes succeeding, because you're being paid to do the work. But when you give more of yourself to do the work, it becomes. And that becomes a kingdom concept. But you're doing it with all your heart, and you're so loyal to your company, and you respect your bosses. One day, it will come back, and they will reward you for that.
Yes.
Not maybe immediately, but they see the quality of your work. Even given the very little thing, you're very honest. You come back with it. Maybe somebody lying around, or it comes to you, you can take it. But when you're honest and you come, this thing is surplus. I'm not supposed to be getting that. Or my paid income the way it was, but him a little bit more. I'm just asking how that, how it can be. By being honest, that comes with your passion. Because when you're passionate about your work, it's everywhere. It's your work, it's your family, it's yourself, your relationship with your spouse, and also to your church. It goes a long way. So sitting, like the concept that Gasel is trying to share with us today, sowing comes in a big way. For me, like I've always shared it, I love, like if we receive mission food, and I know new Methodists that are listening in today, you will understand. We have rostered people who cater for our mission base. And our mission base here, now roughly we have about 30 in one place, and then on the other we have about nearly 20, 15, alternately up to 20, 15 to 20. And these are the two mission bases. And they are rostered. Like Worship Center, they may have about 3 or 4 or 5 families, and they will cook a particular meal on the particular day, whatever that they cook. And that becomes the sitting. So when you do that, you're actually not doing it because it's the task, but you're doing it passionately, knowing that you are providing meal to a person, and not just anybody, but for those who take the gospel, and for those that are being there because of the gospel, not just anyone walking around and doing nothing, but they're there for the purpose of the gospel. And when you sit there, for you new Methodists that are listening to me today, when you do your mission catering, that's why I always put up the ruling during the leaders workshop or training every Monday to say, the church money is not supposed to be buying food for the mission. It's supposed to be your sitting. But I don't that particular meal. But the reward, the return of it coming back to your family, it's very hard for you to fathom. I've shared it. For me, I try. I haven't done it for this year, but every year I cook a big pot of curry, do whatever recipe that I can make, cook up a meal, about 70 plus, and my children and my grandchildren, they take it out and give it out to the streets. I always treat that like it's my sitting for the beginning of the year. When you say you're going to sow, so it's not always about money. It's about every other element, whatever you sow. And when you sow it with a good heart, and you sow it in your workplace, and you sow it in any other thing, it's not only always money. To counsel, to pray for somebody, to help maybe a friend of yours, or maybe you buy your lunch. We always encourage the new Methodists, because we usually have a 48 hours fasting every Wednesday. It begins, and then we have Thursday, and then we break fast on Friday. The new Methodist